In today's video, we're going to take a look at the brand new Redmi Watch 5 Lite and the Watch 5 Active. Both of these smartwatches are budget smartwatches that allow us to give us the functionalities that we always look for. Long battery life, functional options, heart rate monitoring, even oxygen monitoring directly in here. And of course, having that 18 days worth of battery life, independent of whichever one you decide to go with, is really nice. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check them out and pair them to our Xiaomi device and see all of the features that they come with. Like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell icon so that you're always notified to whenever we have new videos for you on the channel. Here's the package that we received. We have the Redmi Watch 5 Lite, the Redmi Watch 5 Active. Now they did include 2 additional straps. The nice thing about it is that both straps will work independently. Basically, you can use them on either one of these 2 devices, providing us the ability of changing the colors a little bit. This one is a silver color with a gray band, and of course this one is a black color, as you can see here with the black band, providing us a slightly different experience on both of them. But the nice thing about them is you can customize them from widgets, clock faces, as well as even the watch straps, and of course they do make their own. When we're looking at both of the devices, as you see here, they kind of look very similar. The design aesthetics that they decided to go with is very similar on both of them. Let's go ahead and get them into focus. The sensors are on the bottom. We have a speaker on the side. You can see both of them have that in there, as well as a microphone. They do charge via pin connector that are included. There's a USB-A cable to to pin connector to the back of the watch. Very similar to the Mi Bands that we've seen in the past. And of course we have the sensors, we have the word Redmi, and to remove and change the strap is pretty straightforward. You just basically bring down the lever, remove it, and you can pick up one of the ones that they make. Again, you can see here the gray one over the nice color here that we have. This is the additional one that they sent us, and there's also of course a yellow one that provides us the same configuration. You could change it, configure it, and get it set to the level that you want. Now both watches are running HyperOS, and both of them have a slightly different configuration. When we're looking at the actual active version here, this has the 2-inch LCD panel with the microphones that we have with noise reduction, and up to 18 days battery life on this, with a 24-hour heart rate monitoring and all-day blood oxygen, as well as stress monitoring built into this, included in that 18-day battery that we get there. Again, the strap that we have in here has basically a little hook on the side. It's pretty much, you just put it directly in one of the inserts in here, align it, and it should pretty much sit there and not move at all. And as you can see, they both look very similar. Obviously, this one is positioned this way. You can actually change the UI to work exactly the way you want them. And the straps themselves are very nice. They're made out of TPU material. Shouldn't be any issues as far as using them, but if you do have any problems with them, they're easily interchanged. Now, as you see here, it's calibrating. We're actually doing a measurement right now, 96% here. Of course, we're just going to say okay. And we have the ability of actually jumping in. I'll let it go ahead and do the heart rate measurement. Of course, you have the ability of changing the different widgets. You have timers that you can set up here. It does work with the Amazon Alexa, as you can see here, but you need to have that installed and configured. Let's go ahead and swipe one more time. Access to the different areas here. We have access to the applications that are installed in here. You can customize them, go into the settings section. You can also go into the weather application. Let's go ahead and give it a second. You can change the configuration, update it, change it to even say Fahrenheit in case you want to do that here in the US. Other than that, you can just click on that, go into the exercise modes. We have over 140 exercise modes plus here available for us to be able to use. Changing the watch face is straightforward from the actual watch itself. If you want to add additional ones, this is where it becomes more functional for us to go to the app. When we're looking at the Lite one, it's pretty much the same experience overall. Swiping up from the bottom takes us to the notification panel with the different toggles. Swiping down from the top takes us to the notifications themselves. To set up and actually use the watch, you do need to download the Xiaomi Health application, install it on your either Android or iOS device. The configuration in here is pretty straightforward as far as what you're getting. You get the name of the watch, the percentage of the battery, connectivity, and you can initiate the sync. You can also look at all the different watch faces that we're able to get. Let's go ahead and click that here. And this gives us access to the online library that's available. The ones that are showing you on the watch that are built in, those are the ones that we have, and you can see a representation of it over here. So basically, pretty much, let's go ahead and turn it on. You can see what's on the screen is exactly what's on the actual display. When we're looking as far as what we can do, we have notification access, all apps, incoming calls, and background permissions, as far as being able to push all the notifications from your smartphone directly on to your watch. So this is initially basically giving us the ability of not having to open up our phone. Although we have a very nice configuration here with the flip, what we have here essentially is an approach to the providing us a glimpse at our notification, and if we want to act on them, we can open up the phone and start using it. Fitness and health information, heart rate monitoring, sleep, blood oxygen, stress, standing reminder, stats, of course, and then, of course, vitality score settings. You can customize the sleep tracking, the heart rate tracking as well, from smart or all the way from 1 to 10 to 30 minutes increments. Keep in mind, smart is the one that's going to give you the longest battery life. When we go into the apps, those are the ones that we have installed. You can customize them: music, connectivity, alarm, sync, basically events for your calendar as far as sync tasks if you have those in there. Weather information, you can go in and you can also change the value from Fahrenheit or Celsius to Fahrenheit and then put that in there and it'll automatically update to the watch. World clock, also you can add additional clocks depending on where you are, where you're traveling. And of course, favorite contacts, you can customize those directly from your contacts on your phone to build them directly in there so that you can initiate a call. Since both the Active and the Lite are allowing us to be able to do phone calls with the Bluetooth and the speaker built in, these are going to be very nice. Under system, it's pretty straightforward. We can customize the widgets, sorting apps, night mode, do not disturb, find my device, very creative right there. Security, of course, emergency SOS, set a password, and then unlocking the phone as well. Under more, we have the ability of checking for update. I did receive an update for each one of the watches as soon as I got them. And of course, under Help Center, connect to new phone if you want to be able to pair it to a new phone. And that's pretty much straightforward. If you want to switch, in this situation, let's say I want to switch from the Active to the Lite, I'll go ahead and click that in there. And then we'll notice that the Xiaomi Watch Lite is in there. I'll go ahead and say connect. It's going to switch over, give me the exact same information, configuring over to the other device. The one thing to keep in mind, and it's synced right there. You'll notice it data synced successfully. You have app configuration, security, more. Pretty much the same experience, and of course you can customize the watch faces to the one that you want. Download them and save them directly to your device. Now, the biggest thing between both of these devices is the price point and the features that we get in here. Both of them are going to give us an 18-day battery life, so that's actually a very good experience considering they're basically both under 50 bucks if you consider the fact they're budget-friendly smartwatches. Now, they don't have the ability of responding to messages. That's partially because of the way the system is done. This is something that we've seen with fitness trackers that allow us to actually get notifications, but doesn't give us the ability of responding. So essentially, it's letting you know there's a notification. It lets you know which app pushed the notification. You do get a little bit of a display on that. And then you're able to respond to it directly on your phone. And the nice thing here with the Flip is that you're able to actually do some of those information or those responses on the actual cover. So you don't actually even have to open up the phone entirely. So even more functional options if you have a Flip directly. Now this one's Xiaomi, but this will work with any Android or iOS device as long as you're running the latest version of the software from both of them. I think it's iOS 12 and above and Android 8 and above for those devices. As long as you're running that, you should be perfectly fine. They're light, they're easy to use, they're very comfortable to use. They have both 5 atmosphere protection, which means you can take a shower, you can go swimming with them. They're going to work great. And both support a minimum of 140 types of exercises and even more. So very nice functional option. And the biggest thing I'll probably say between the two is a slight difference in size display and technology built into them. We have the 1.96-inch display on the Lite one, and we of course have the 2-inch display. Sorry, this one is the Lite, and then the display here on the left one is going to be the 2-inch LCD panel there. And again, heart rate, blood oxygen, reminders, all of the things that we love about those ecosystems are going to be built in here very nicely. So you're not going to go wrong going with either one of them. If you're looking to get this one as a gift, or if you're looking to get this one as basically a fitness tracker, both have GPS tracking, so you'll be able to get those outdoor tracking functions as well, and a lot of different things that you're able to do in there. Keep in mind, of course, that you can still make calls and of course receive calls on the watch because of the microphone and built-in speakers. So a lot of premium features that in the past were closer to like maybe around $100 are starting to come and become more available for us at a more affordable price. And I feel like Redmi is doing the job very nicely. So let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of both the Redmi Watch 5 Lite and the 5 Active? Which one do you think works better for you? I know the features are very close to each other. It's going to come down to the type of display that you're looking for, the technologies that we're looking in here. They both have long battery life, and of course, the design that you want to go with. And of course, thank you very much for checking out this video. Like and subscribe as usual, and I will see you in the next video.